Hello everyone and welcome to your channel IELTS Perfection. In this lesson, I'm going to show you a simple strategy that you can use to answer almost any IELTS Speaking Part 2 cue card, even when the topic is unfamiliar. So, by the end of this video, you will know how to answer almost any Part 2 cue card by using a simple 5-step strategy. Make better use of your 1-minute preparation, develop ideas naturally and fluently, and use band-aid phrases without sounding memorized. What would you do if you walked into your IELTS speaking test, picked up your cue card, and saw a topic you had never prepared for? Well, the good news is you don't need to prepare an answer for every possible IELTS cue card. In fact, trying to memorize hundreds of answers can actually make your speaking sound unnatural. Alright, first, we need to understand what Part 2 really tests. IELTS Speaking Part 2 is not a test of how much you know about a topic. The examiner is mainly listening to how well you communicate your ideas. Can you speak continuously? Can you organize your thoughts? Can you use a range of vocabulary naturally? Can you connect your ideas? And more importantly, can you keep speaking without sounding like you're reciting a memorized essay? Now let's see the system we're going to use. For almost any cue card, think about these 5 things. 1. Set the scene. When, where, and who. Number 2. Tell the story. What happened exactly? Number 3. Develop the story. Give details, reasons, reactions, and feelings. Number 4. Reflect. Why was it important? What did you learn? And how do you feel about it now? And number 5. Conclusion. Let's start with step 1. Set the scene. The question is, describe a difficult decision you made. The first thing you need to do is get your answer moving. Don't spend 30 seconds trying to create the perfect introduction.
One decision that immediately comes to mind was when I had to decide whether to accept a new job opportunity a couple of years ago.
That's already doing several things. So, we've introduced what, a difficult decision, when, a couple of years ago, and what it involved, a new job. And now the answer has somewhere to go.
At the time, I was fairly comfortable in my old job, so leaving wasn't an easy choice. On the other hand, the new position offered much better opportunities for growth.
Here are some useful phrases. You can use them because they give you time to start speaking while naturally introducing the topic. Step 2. Tell the story. What actually happened? This is where many candidates make a mistake. They simply answer the bullet points one by one. Instead, you should turn your answer into a mini story.
I had been working there for about 3 years, and I knew the company and my colleagues really well. So, in a way, staying felt like the safer option.
And now we have a story.
However, the new company was offering me a position that was much closer to what I actually wanted to do in the long run.
Did you notice how I used the connectors? These make the answer flow naturally. Also, you can use some useful phrases for storytelling. Step 3. Develop your ideas. Now, here is where you can really push your answer towards band 8.
The decision was difficult because I was leaving a team that I'd worked with for several years, and I wasn't completely sure whether the new position would work out.
Don't just make a point. Develop it. To develop your ideas, you can use these useful phrases. Step 4. Add feelings and personal reaction. One of the easiest ways to make your answers sound more natural is to talk about your reaction.
I was excited about the opportunity, but at the same time, I was quite anxious about making the wrong choice. I was genuinely nervous because there was no guarantee that things would work out, and I knew I'd be giving up a fairly stable situation.
Don't just use adjectives. Talk about how you felt about it.
To be honest, I was pretty torn. I had mixed feelings about it. Part of me wanted to take the opportunity, while another part of me was worried about the risks. Looking back, I think I was overthinking it a little.
And step 5. Finish strongly. Give the story a small conclusion.
In the end, I decided to take the job. Looking back, I think it was the right decision because it pushed me out of my comfort zone and gave me the chance to develop professionally.
And notice the useful phrase, looking back. It's perfect for reflection. Other useful expressions for conclusion include these. Alright, let's recap. Remember this structure. Set the scene, tell the story, develop the story, reflect, and conclude. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. See you in the next video.